So, aloha ahana, and welcome to Unity of Chattanooga Sunday Celebration Service. My name is Amanda Adamson, and I am here to expand and express the good, and so are you. I'd like to welcome all of you who are watching us on Facebook this morning. We appreciate your presence here. Be sure and like us and comment and share the message. It's a simple little button that says share, and you can share it on your personal Facebook page and maybe bring some encouragement and hopes to some of your friends who would appreciate these words. Do we have anyone new joining us for the first time today? No? Okay. So let's warm up our hands and let's bless one another, this building, this city, this world. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in you. Awesome. Unity of Chattanooga is a member of Unity Worldwide Ministries, which is a movement to teach all people a sense of spiritual unity with God and one another, regardless of theological or spiritual differences. We honor the universal truths of all religions. Wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are welcomed here. Our teachings will make a positive change in your heart, your mind, and your future. So, aloha is the Hawaiian word for love, affection, peace, compassion, and mercy. It's a lot, huh? It's kind of one of those words that doesn't have a true equivalency in English. And it's commonly used as a greeting. It has a deeper cultural and spiritual significance to Native Hawaiians, for whom the term is used to define a force that holds together all of existence. Another way to interpret aloha is an energy exchange. The giving and receiving of positive energy is the spirit of aloha. As we create positive thoughts and interactions, they ripple out into the world and are merged and multiplied with the actions and energies of others. Aloha has been described as and I like this, the coordination of heart and mind to foster connectivity and peace. Aloha ohana, not ohana, ohana in Hawaiian means hello family or love of family. Ohana refers to family not just in that biological sense, but also including close friends and community, emphasizing a sense of belonging and mutual support. So aloha, ohana, is a warm and loving expression of connection and care for one's family and community. And we have that to offer right here, right now. So I am grateful for my community. So last week, Reverend Mitch challenged us to notice our blessings for the week. Notice at least one blessing for the week. So this doesn't have to be grand. You didn't have to, win the lottery. It's just something that you appreciated and you consider a blessing. So let's go. I'll start with I received a check for a couple $100. I totally wasn't expected. One of those, you get in the mail about the lawsuit or something that you just ignore. And then it's like, oh, well, that was awfully nice because I also purchased a new computer this week. So abundance. Go ahead, Lori.
Aloha, Ohana.
Aloha, Ohana.
I actually, my back was out. It's gone out probably 100 times. I gave birth to my third child. And I was in some pain. And Anne, who comes here often, she she offers light, a Japanese so similar to Reiki. And when we were done, I was in no pain. It was completely gone.
Judy Heal.
I experienced the blessings of being back at home, sweet home, even though I loved to go. It was just so wonderful. Be back in my own space.
I know that feeling. Glad to go, glad to come home. I know that feeling. Lynn Chartier, did you have your hand up?
Yeah, I'm just grateful that John was able to get down to Florida and have a safe trip back in the repaired RV.
Yay! So, oh, goodness. Oh! Yay! And that's a blessing for all of us, and glory blesses all of us here at Unity. Yes. Awesome. Corliss.
Real simple one. I've been using my little wish girl that lost. Well, apparently Daddy had some kind of realization because he can be like super affectionate. And the other night, we always saw ourselves as the house protector. And somebody over at the neighbors got angry. And boy, he stood up on his conscience. Let him settle down. He comes and he lays right across me. Like, I love you, Mom. I will take care of you no matter what.
Aww. So blessings of protection and affection. Okay, well, great. And maybe we can do this another time. So be on the lookout for blessings that come to you this week. And sometimes what might seem like no big deal to someone else is a big deal to us. Isn't that true? So, in the spirit of community and connection, I'd like to share a few reminders with all of you. The early bird registration is closing tomorrow for Unity's fall retreat up at Lake Junaluska. This year's theme is Sacred Kaleidoscope, one turn and everything changes. It's about shifting our perspectives to experience infinite possibilities. We have the keynote speakers are known as the Dream Team out of Raleigh, North Carolina, and they are presenting One Presence, One Power, Realized. If you're interested in going, please see Penny after service today, or you're going to pay $25 more. Now, that may not matter to you. So how many here have attended the Unity Fall Retreat? Yeah, we've got quite a number. And I can testify to this, that this is a place for terrific fun, laughter, relaxation, and oneness. The grounds are beautiful and they feed you very, very well. The dates are September 16th through the 19th, and that's a Tuesday through a Friday morning. So next up, last week, in case you were not here and you missed it, Eric Miller shared an announcement of abundance and generosity. An anonymous congregant made an offer to not only match the current $4,000 in the building expansion fund, but it is also a match for future donations up to $40,000. 40,000 smackaroonies. So if we get 40, that means 80. So this is an opportunity to watch your donations double, a time to seriously consider this incredible chance to dig deep into your pockets and make the dream of a new sanctuary come true for the future of Unity of Chattanooga. So excellent. This coming week on Thursday, August 14th at 6:30 p.m., the Metaphysical Discussion Group will begin a new topic on the doorway to Akashic, something I'm real familiar with, you can tell. The doorway to the Akashic Records and your guardian angels, led by Noam Stark and Eric Miller. So even though it's a few weeks away, we're excited to remind you that we're going to have a new spirit connection book study, and this is on Unity Classics. It's going to begin August the 26th, 10:45 in this room. And I think it's going to be, I haven't done the mathing yet, but about 9 weeks. That sounds like a horse. Bow. We're going to be reading In the Flow of Life by Eric Butterworth. That's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Unity authors. And we have books for sale in the library bookstore. So I'll be facilitating this group, and if you have any questions, come see me. And the last group was amazing. We could have people testify, but we don't have time. So next week, our guest speaker will be Sean O'Shea, and we're welcoming him back. And his talk title is How May I Serve? So let's stand and greet one another in the spirit of aloha ohana, as we honor each other's personal space with a handshake, a hug, or a fist bump. Do you like my ohana aloha?
No, I know, I don't talk.
Look at Matt. Okay, welcome back. We all know and love today's guest speaker, Reverend Bronte Colbert. She is an ordained Unity minister who has served as a senior minister for 19 years at Unity's Athens in Georgia. But now she is so-called retired in her role. She currently focuses on guest speaking, leading workshops, and online classes. She is a poet, a fiction and nonfiction author, and frequent contributor to Unity's printed booklets as well as website content for unity.org. She loves the mountains, beaches, hiking, kayaking, the joy of being alive, and getting to speak at Unity of Chattanooga. And if you follow her, she's always walking by some beautiful lake or forest on Facebook. So today, Reverend Bronte is presenting a broom, a lay, a list equals forgiveness. I have to gather something right quick to say it correctly. In Hawaii, this practice is known as Ho'oponopono. So please join me in welcoming Reverend Bronte Colbert.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm just absolutely delighted. I get really excited every time I look on the calendar and say, Unity Chattanooga is coming up, and I get to drive up here, and it was so beautiful this morning, and there's no traffic at 6 o'clock in the morning whenever I left the house, and it was just wonderful. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I brought a friend along, because as we're doing some forgiveness techniques, sometimes it's good to direct them at someone else. So this is sort of like my temporary friend. Kind of reminded me of that Castaway movie where Tom Hanks is talking to the coconut head. But we'll see how that works out. Was it volleyball? So, Ho'oponopono is something I had never heard of at all until I went to a UMass retreat. And it was at Canoga, where we were having them for many years. I think it was about 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago, very exact memory. And it was the first day of the retreat, and there was a talk given by Newsom Holmes, who is Unity of the Triangle and is one of those 3 presenters that you saw up here. And I said, well, I don't know if I'm going to go in this one or not. And I said, okay, well, I will. And I went in and I sat down and I was listening to how he explained it. He gave a little bit of the history. It's based basically on almost ancient times in the Hawaiian Islands areas. There were different leaders or kings of each island. And sometimes they had discord. Maybe you had discord in your life sometimes. And they would get together every once in a while and meet in a meeting to set things right. That's one of the basic concepts of Ho'oponopono. Set things right. And I don't know the exact language they used way back then. I wasn't there in person. It would have been cool though. But this series of 4 statements, like we have up here, came through. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Well, that sounded pretty cool when this was being explained, and there's so much more you can find by going online. But as I sat there, I thought, well, first of all, I went through Bishop Dr. Barbara King's ministerial school before I got ordained Unity long ago, 22 years ago. And Bishop Dr. Barbara always taught us not to follow the words I am with anything negative, because I am is the voice of I am God. I am accepting God. I know I am spirit, and not to follow it. Something like I am angry. I walked into class late once. Dr. Barbara was there, and I said, sorry, I'm late. She looked at me and she said, Bronte? Hi, I'm really glad to be here. I love being on time because saying I am sorry, I am late, reflected a negative. So it was something I worked with. So I thought, if I do this in this workshop where I was sitting and not sure that I was really getting anything out of it, so can I say I'm sorry to myself because I'm not, I thought, okay, well, just listen. Because sometimes don't we have to remember to do that, to just listen and not get too practical about things. So I listened. And they gave some examples. And they said, well, you can use this prayer for somebody that's with you or not with you, somebody that even passed on, somebody that you're feeling discord with. It doesn't mean somebody did you an grievous wrong thing. Okay, well, maybe I can try this. But, whatever. I didn't know where else I was going to go sit and listen. I am sorry. Please forgive me. And well, okay, well, if somebody did something to me, why would I say, please forgive me? They should be saying, please forgive me to me, right? But it's a universal energy. And I really like what Noam was saying about Michael and this heart, because we are energy. We emit energy. We walk in the world, I believe, with this beautiful light that we can share, that we can send out. And maybe the forgive me part is for judging the other person for doing something that I found grievous. And then thank you kind of closes it, allows it the energy to make its difference, and then I love you. So I thought as I was sitting there in this workshop, I really didn't think I needed to be in. And I'm thinking, okay, and Lucy said, well, we're going to meditate on it a bit. So think of 3 things. One popped up right away. It was a person that had been really seemingly difficult in my life, even complained about me and things like that. Go into details. It was really somebody I really felt I could not get along with. I'd done a lot of forgiveness work, but it really didn't seem to work, and the person wasn't still being very kind or nice to me. Then the second one, I thought, was a person that just a few days before that, we had been texting, we were really good friends, and I apparently had said something that this person didn't like, and the person sent me a text and said, I don't think we can communicate anymore. And I went, oh, yeah. And everybody go, oh. I could kind of feel the I'm sorry in that one. And the third one, as I was sitting there thinking I really shouldn't be in this workshop, was a family member who'd been kind of detached, and I felt like this person had judged me. So I sat and I pictured this and I said the words, I'm sorry, managed to get that out. Please forgive me. Thank you, and I love you. And I pictured each of the 3 one at a time. With that peace, that light, that love out there. This was the first day of the retreat. Really think about going to these retreats. They are absolutely wonderful. So I left the workshop, thanked Newsom. It was time for lunch. As I was walking up the path, thinking of all kinds of other things and what workshops might really help me, and I get in lunch line. They used to blow a bugle at lunchtime at Canuga. And I walk up to the lunch line. Number 1 woman was standing in the lunch line. This person had not even signed up for the retreat. The person made an arrangement kind of last minute to go and be with a friend or something. We look at each other, and this person comes up to me, gives me a hug, says to me before I could utter a word, Bronte, if I've ever done anything to offend you, please forgive me. And I couldn't say anything because my jaw had dropped. And then I did. I said, I didn't go into the whole workshop thing. Like, I put you in the workshop, and that's why you're here, and that's why you're saying this. But I was like, wow, okay, yeah, I forgive me, you know. So I was kind of really happy I went to that workshop. The next day, I get a text from the person that said no more communication, saying, let's work this out where we can communicate. I know. A few days later, I got a call from a family member related to the family member that was number 3. It said family member number 3 was in the hospital going through some surgery and everything was going to be okay. And I called this family member and spoke with him, her, them for the first, we won't define it, for the first time in probably 5 years. Then I talked to Newsom and thanked him so many times. Said, you won't believe what happened. Newsom is so calm. You know, he's like, of course. No, you don't get it. You don't know, you know, and almost fell back into the bog of, you know, what these people did. It works. Like anything, I think, works if we work it, if we believe in it, if we can make that work. The Myrtle Fillmore quote that really seemed to go along with this today comes from this wonderful book, Mornings with Myrtle. Some of you may have it. You know, you can get Unity booklets free. You just go to their website, unity.org, booklets. This is called Mornings with Myrtle, 28 Days of Prayer and Possibility. If you're not familiar, Myrtle was the co-founder of Unity with her husband, Charles. She said this, think of yourself as like the center of light. And I think that fits in with what more we'll learn about Ho'oponopono. Busy yourself with the work God gives, and with study and prayer, develop into a real companion and a real radiator of happiness and inspiration. And there's an affirmation for you. I am a real radiator of happiness and inspiration. Try that in the grocery store when they ask how you're doing today. I'm a real radiator. I'm a real radiator of happiness and inspiration. And you probably just light somebody up. Spirit intends you to be a radiating center that will draw to you whatever you need to be well and strong, successful, and prosperous. It's that energy again. It's that energy of intention. It's that energy of forgiveness. It's that energy of we are really not limited like we often think we are. There's a bigger energy that comes out of us and that connects with others. And then there's a little side page to each of these quotes from Myrtle. This was written by Reverend Sherry James of the Up Church in California. As I walk through the world today, let divine light shine through my words, my countenance, my entire being. May each person I interact with feel the love that sustains me and lifts me. Each person that we walk with or that we think of. She finishes with, I am a radiating center of life, love, wisdom, and power. The atmosphere of every room I enter, every room we enter, lifts and shifts in a positive direction because of the light within me, within you. Every room you enter, every place you are, you're shifting light, you're lifting light, you're being light, you're seeding, S-E-E-D-I-N-G, light in others. There's no hiding my light under a bushel for me. I move confidently as the spiritual giant I am. And from Isaiah 60, verse 1, arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. If you dive deeper into Ho'oponopono, one of the really fascinating stories was at the Hawaiian State Hospital. This was many decades ago. There was a wing of the hospital that dealt with held criminals, what they called criminals, criminally insane back then. The hospital had a horrible record of never, ever getting people any better. No one ever left better. People were quitting left and right because it was so hard to work with the people that were incarcerated there. There wasn't enough mental health help. There wasn't anything to make it better. They said even the paint on the walls would just crumble because of the energy. And it was very hard to get staff. So along came Dr. Hugh, H-E-W, Len, L-E-N, who was a clinical psychologist. He was hired to try to help change things there. He mostly sat in his office, though. Didn't really do a lot with patients, people that were incarcerated. But he went through their files and he did prayer work. He did Ho'oponopono, the files, to the picture of the institution, to the people that worked there. Again and again. You can read different offerings and experiences about this. But I think the main thing to remember is that as he used this, that he used it on himself, because we are all responsible for everything that happens. Whether that resonates with you or not, he also was using it on the building. To me, I picture him shedding, seeding that light. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. Things got better. For the first time since that wing of the hospital had started, people were being healed and released. People were getting along. Staff was getting along. People were coming into work instead of quitting their jobs. Within 4 years, they had to close the wing of the hospital because there were no patients left. That was Ho'oponopono. We practice this a little bit, and you may be like me, sitting there with Newsom talking, going like, well, hey, I really don't have anybody I need to forgive, and nobody needs to forgive me. It's all past. Or maybe you've forgiven somebody again and again and again and again, so don't need to do it again. It's only the 100th time. I thought as I was driving here today that we can also use this on our country and our world without getting into details. What might you like to see changed? Where might you like to see energy shift? How might you, we, us, change our perception of things? Talked to several people in here today that have used Ho'oponopono to great success. I think anytime we use any practice that comes to us and we sit in that space of, I'm one with spirit, the divine I am is within me, I can use my words and my thoughts and my light and my movement in this world to lift, to lighten up, forgive, to really see others as everyone's on their journey, doing the best they can with what they have and what they've been through and all that. So if you'd like, perhaps think about somebody that maybe you would like to send some light and love to. Might not be something as gnarly as I felt I was going through. But, oh my God, that person in the lunch line, we hugged in front of a whole bunch of people. A whole bunch of people. And that text I got was like, really? And the family member, wow. If you want, think of something or somebody or several people that you would like to feel that connection with. And you can do it this week as a bit of homework or task. And take note of it. So if you would close your eyes, we'll do another little meditation as I close out. A couple other things I'm going to add. Just see yourself as light. Beautiful light. Whole, lovely, full of the energy that is spirit. Indwelling spirit, we mentioned, or call it in unity. It's divinity that is within us. If you feel you need to call it in, that's fine. And if you feel it's a divinity out there, that's fine too. And with that knowing of divinity, you might say, I'm sorry. Someone on your heart or on your mind. Again, if you want to stretch big and do it on a world situation. I'm sorry. If you don't want to follow I am with sorry, you can do what I did back then. I have feelings of sorry. Please forgive me. You may be forgiving yourself with this too. Please forgive me. I love you. You open your heart, your mind, yourself to love. I love, I love, I love me. I love you. I love that thing. I love the situation. I love that person that I find difficult to love, perhaps. We close it with a thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We breathe and we let it go. And then we get out our broom. Because there were three things, right? Mm. This is a very special broom because it blossoms. Blossom. Very special. You heard of like moonflowers that only come out certain times of the year. This is a broom flower. Okay. And yeah, it really isn't wrapping paper from the drawer in my kitchen. This is a bloom flower, you know. It's paper and this is wood, so that makes sense that you get a flowering bloom on the wood. This reminds me to sweep up the little things. Because I can do big forgiveness and I can say I'm sorry and I can talk. Now I think I'm maybe, because I'm 77, I'm at the point in my life where I can sit down with somebody and say, hey, you know, shouldn't have said that. Wish I hadn't done that. Or, you know, let's work things out. Then there's things in the corner. So, you know, did I really forgive this person? Or did I actually change the thing I said I was going to change about myself and didn't quite change about myself because I didn't really want to change it about myself? or my thoughts. What have I been thinking? You can talk to the broom. Oh, more, really? And it'll help you find the way to not to sweep things into the corners either. Get a dustpan, sweep it outside into the beauty of nature and the incredibleness of any moment outside. Are we addressing the person when we do Ho'oponopono? Or are we addressing the divine? Are we allowing this sense of cleansing and being perfection and doing the best we can with what we have? I think it's a combination of all those things. And whether you are carrying a beautiful sword of Michael, I just love that. Oh my, picture that light. Or if you are working with someone that might seem difficult to work with, or if you're in memory lane with people that have even transitioned and are no longer in the body, the forgiveness, the understanding, the love, the gratitude cleanses ourselves. And when we do that, we demonstrate that for everyone else. Let's take a few moments of meditation, quiet time, before we close for our offering. Think about our breathing. If you're comfortable and able, you might want to consider putting your feet flat on the floor, feeling that energy of Mother Earth, the ions, the electrons, up from the earth, healing, cleansing, supporting, blessing. And in the quiet, just feel that connection with Source, the Divine, God. As we breathe for a few moments. Bringing ourselves gently back to the moment with the joy of knowing that we can pause almost any time, anywhere. Feel that quiet, gentle, beautiful protection. And during this week ahead, may you find someone that you can say, "Hi, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." So it is. A couple of years ago, I was having some financial things going on. I called one of my mentors, Edwene Gaines. I love Edwene. Oh my God, read her books, listen to her anytime you can. I was going through all my stuff. I was telling her I was retiring and da 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 da. And I wasn't seeing a lot of flow coming in, money wise. She just said to me on the phone, Bronte, have you been tithing? The broom moved. Bronte, have you been tithing? And I went, yeah. She didn't ask me how much, you know. I've been taught for all these 20 plus years in ministry. I've been taught to tithe 10%. And I'm not saying we should all do that. I need to do that. So I'm going to bless the offering today and consider it really works. Every time I am consistent in doing it, it flows back more than 10 times. Every single time. To give from where you're comfortable, however you can be comfortable, however you can extend yourself and watch it come back. Watch it come back. One quick other story. My daughter was little. I sat in my first Unity church, and I would give like $1 or $2 in the offering. And no one was really teaching us tithing until one day he was board president, and they wanted to put some carpeting in the church. And he said, tell you what, whatever you donate, and this would be great for your expansion fund too, whatever you donate, if it doesn't come back to you multiplied, I will do it for you. And I went, whoa, okay. And I had my like $2 that I was gonna give, and I said, no, I can do $75. And I was like, oh my God, I can do $75. Oh my God. And I was like, okay, he'll take care of me if God doesn't, you know. And I put that $75 in there within a week, unexpected income of $700 and I think it was $82. Tithing. That's, you know, I never tell anybody to do it. I just tell what happened when I did it. So think about that as I get. Yes. Yes. So we say this together. If you're giving, now you may have already given online or something, so put the thought of your gift over your heart. And just hold this energy and bless it and be grateful that we are able to give. I am so grateful to be able to give. I'm so grateful for all the teachers I had, including Edwina. I love you, Edwina, that taught me to tithe and to give. We want to say this together, holding that energy and knowing that the divine flow is in you and in your life. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love and receive in abundance. And so it is.
Flow, Spirit flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace. Show, Spirit show through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding love.
We bless these offerings here in person, those that are coming in online, those that are coming in this week. We bless every offering. We see it multiplied abundantly. We see it re-energizing the giver. We are so grateful to have such a wonderful place of worship, of love, of light, of understanding, of friendship, of connection, of a place where we can sit together and believe and feel the presence of Spirit. We are so grateful. We are so blessed. Thank you, Infinite Spirit, Divine, Holy, All God, all the names of the divine. So it is. So it shall be.
Well. And if you know, a good indication that you haven't gotten over a resentment or something that you think you've already dealt with, when you hear that name or see that face, notice how you feel. And let you know you got some more work to do. Thank you so much. That was terrific. I love the Broom and Bloom, and hopefully next time you'll bring one for all of us too. Okay, today as we close the service, we want to give a shout out to those who have joined us on Facebook today, and that includes Lynn Albertson, Laura Miller, Margaret Dexter, Gay Author, Sherry McCroskey, Barbara and Jim Murphy, and David Nazar, Audrey Ramsey, and Faye Ann Schmidt. We just want, because you are a part of us. You are our Ohana. And with that, would you please stand and join us in the peace song?
1, 2, 3, 4. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God our Creator, in oneness all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us.